Manufacturers are getting creative and testing out all sorts of wild ideas, and pickup trucks took a wild turn and transformed into something out of a sci-fi movie. From humble work buddies to big shots in the auto world, pickup trucks have come a long way. Sometimes things get a bit too far with the creation of some of the most bizarre trucks you never even knew existed. So fasten your seatbelts and get ready to watch 7 of the weirdest pickup trucks of all time you've never seen. The Toyota Dually Sunraider, landing at number 7 on our list of the weirdest pickup trucks ever. Now, is this the typical Toyota straight out of the factory? Nope. It underwent a transformation at a second-party shop in California. These trucks were being customized for a whopping 4 years. They either rolled out as the Dually Sunraider or got turned into motorhomes. Speaking of which, these trucks were the foundation for a number of RVs, including the Dolphin and Chinook. Now, take a peek at that side view. See that back seat? It's like a limo back there. And get this. Some say that seat can slide out and transform into a cozy couch all on its own. Now, how cool is that? These trucks were meant for towing, packing a reliable 22R 4-cylinder engine known for its endurance and solid performance. With around 100 horsepower and 129 pound-feet of torque, they were no slouches. It's pretty wild, right? A small dually truck with unexpected power. Despite its capabilities, it was as slow as molasses, especially in places like Colorado. Here's a cool tidbit for you. A Toyota SR5 Sunraider dually pickup truck paired up with its matching 19-foot fifth-wheel Sunraider travel trailer. The Sunraider trailer was fully furnished with all the extras. It had a proper bathroom with a toilet, shower, and sink, plus a complete kitchen featuring a real stove oven combo and a hood fan. Not to mention, there were double sinks in the kitchen and enough space to comfortably sleep 4 adults. Moving on to number 6, we have a rather unique truck, the Volkswagen Caddy. In other parts of the world, they called it the Volkswagen Caddy, but here in the US, it went by the name Rabbit Pickup. Did you know that the very first Caddy made in Poland rolled off the production line in Poznan 20 years ago? It was quite small and the only truck at the time in the US with front-wheel drive exclusively. Most of them came with a little diesel engine, offering modest speed. Based on the MK1 first generation of the Golf platform, it featured different versions and styling options, including square or round lights. This truck had 2 engine options, a 1.7-liter gas, fuel-injected engine with nearly 78 horsepower, and a 1.6-liter diesel. The diesel versions are still popular today, especially for biodiesel conversions. One distinctive feature of the diesel was it had a 5-speed transmission, with the 5th gear labeled E for economy. They are a common sight on the road, demonstrating that with proper care, they can last forever. In the UK, the Volkswagen Caddy has a dedicated fan base that includes clubs and communities. Owners frequently add aftermarket accessories to their cars, such as alloy wheels, lowering kits, and custom bodywork. Performance enhancements like exhaust systems and engine tuning are also common. Adding aftermarket wheels and lowering the suspension are common upgrades that enhance both appearance and efficiency. Custom bodywork, including spoilers and side skirts, is another common enhancement that enhances aerodynamics and style. Fun fact, did you know? The Caddy community in the UK isn't just about modifications. It's also about events and meetups. Enthusiasts gather at Caddy-focused shows like Dubbed Out Festival, VW Budberg Festival, Camper Jam, and the Caddy Shack Show to showcase their rides, meet others, and compete in fun competitions and games. It's a vibrant community where people who love their caddies come together to show off their awesome rides. Now let's talk about number 5 on our list, the International MXT. This bad boy is a whole different beast, literally. It's like a medium-duty semi-truck, but with a twist. They called it the MXT, short for Military Extreme Truck, and it lives up to that name. Imagine it with all that jazz, flames, and roughness. It's big, it's bold, and it's not exactly built for speed. Companies like Red Bull spotted their potential and outfitted them with giant billboards and speakers for promotions. These trucks pack a punch with a diesel V8 engine, boasting 230 horsepower, matched with a 5-speed automatic transmission, similar to heavy-duty Chevy Silverados. Weighing in at a hefty 2,500 pounds, it's a real powerhouse that can tow up to a whopping 12 tons. Do you spot these trucks often on the road? Nope. They don't roam the streets often. They're not cheap, with a starting price of around $80,000. Plus, customization can easily push that price over $100,000. Now, before we move on to the next pickup truck on our list, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell if you're loving these crazy trucks we've been showcasing. At number 4, let's talk about a head-turner, the Dodge Dakota Convertible. This ride existed in a few versions, but it was short-lived. The V8, maybe even considering the Shelby edition in 1989, wasn't exactly the wisest choice, even though there was some speed to the Shelby version. It's like someone couldn't decide between a Jeep and a pickup truck, so they mashed them together. The base engine was a 3.7L V6, but even the 4.7L V8 guzzled fuel and felt sluggish. With a weight rating of 60 pounds, it falls under the Class 2 light-duty, or half-ton, pickup category. The Dakota fell somewhere in between the smaller Ford Ranger and Chevrolet S10 trucks, but it was smaller than Dodge's own full-sized Ram pickups. The Dakota pickup trucks from the first 2 generations are not too bad. The last one wasn't that good. It was nothing special except the convertible top. It's similar to how some Jeep models today try to spice things up to draw people into showrooms. Even though Dodge discontinued the Dakota in 2011 and Ram took its place, people still have a soft spot for the vintage Dakota pickups. At number 3, we have an underappreciated classic, the Lincoln Blackwood. It's one of Ford's least successful vehicles ever. It's basically an F-150 with some extra flair, like that split tailgate that opens outward like barn doors. Ever wonder what's inside that tailgate? Inside that tailgate was a fully carpeted bed, perfect for storing baseball bats or golf clubs, and ideal for golf enthusiasts. Its aquatic theme made it suitable for yacht owners. Its cost was almost double that of a comparable F-150. At $52,000, the standard, Blackwood is equipped with a 5.4-liter V8 engine that produces 300 horsepower. It only powers the rear wheels. The interior was luxurious, but the bed was pretty much useless for practical purposes. It could only tow in 2-wheel drive, and there was no all-wheel or 4-wheel drive option. Sales were dismal, making it one of Ford's lowest-selling vehicles. Ford later released a less polarizing version without the expensive bed, but it still faced issues, including a lawsuit with the bed supplier, Magna Steyr. We're on to number 2 now. It's the Chevy SSR, built with a beefy 6L V8 engine. The engine produced 390 horsepower. The Chevy SSR originally retailed for about $42,000, and if you wanted the higher trim, the price could reach $50,000. The Chevy SSR had that retro vibe and sounded great. It's got that cool retro style, but it had its fair share of issues. Why was the Chevy SSR truck a failure? First off, it was expensive. And then, there's that retractable hardtop roof that folded into the space between the seats and the bed. The bed was pretty small and, once again, not very practical with those wooden slats in the bed, but they sure looked cool. However, its frame lacked stiffness, which caused some twisting when you applied all that force to the back wheels. It performed okay in a straight line, but poorly in turns. Towards the end, they offered a manual option with the larger engine, but overall it's a bit of a mixed bag. Some see it as a potential project, but it could also turn into a nightmare. On our list, the Mazda rotary truck comes in at number 1. In the world of modern trucks, which seem to get bigger and taller every year, it's quite surprising to come across reminders of how trucks used to be. Look at this meticulously maintained 1975 Mazda rotary engine pickup. This pristine truck serves as a clear reminder of the amazing advancements in trucks and gasoline engines throughout the years. Let us explore the past of the Mazda Repu. Trucks like the Chevy Love, Ford Courier, Toyota Pickup, and Datsun 720 ruled the highways in the 1970s. Regular people, farmers, and contractors all preferred these trucks. However, they required a cheap pickup car without any gimmicks, like electric windows or locks. Simple, practical vehicles were popular in that era, and the 1975 Mazda Repu is the ideal example. These were unusually small trucks with surprisingly powerful 110 horsepower twin-rotor engines. They were strong and lightweight, but they also had drawbacks like low torque and oil consumption. With its quick pace, the Mazda rotary truck was a lot of fun to drive, despite its small size. Compared to normal Mazda trucks and Ford Couriers, it is a separate platform. It's a distinctive and enjoyable truck to rebuild with its unique engine, despite the somewhat small cockpit. Mazda widened the truck's stance to fit this engine, and the engine produced 110 horsepower. Despite its modest horsepower, this pickup had impressive acceleration. Its secret? A feather-light weight of just 2,800 pounds and an engine that revved up to 7,000 RPM. Its speed was really impressive, and we were able to go from 0 to 60 in just 8.9 seconds. Its payload capacity was 1,350 pounds, which is the strangest pickup truck you've ever come across, and why does it catch your attention? Tell us what you think. We want to hear your thoughts and opinions on that bizarre pickup truck. Share your views in the comments below. For more videos like this, kindly click the like button and remember to subscribe to the channel.